He's like love, 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 and music. La la la, love, 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 and music. Love, love.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner. This is my review for Greenleaf, the season 3 finale, season 3, episode 13. Also, happy Thanksgiving to every one of your watchers on Thursday. It is late Wednesday night. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning, so I'm trying to knock these out so I can go to bed and get up and then, go to my mama's house and have Thanksgiving dinner. And I might shoot some stuff there and upload it later. But we shall see. Do I got my phone? Oh, right here. Anyway, if you have not done so already, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel and become a whole Jaybird. Jaybirds. Hello to my Jaybirds. I feel like I'm not sitting all the way up on my thing. Like my feet to dangle. Ignore the back. It's not a mess. I got a couple of deliveries. So there's a couple boxes back there. Say stuff I haven't, it's Christmas time, so I'm ordering things, stuff is coming up, so my couch is a catch-all for all the new stuff, and it's some stuff over there too. So yeah, I'm just like running out of space because the boxes are so big. It's crazy. Anyway, as I said, happy Thanksgiving. Do not forget to like, comment, and share this video, and to always hit that notification bell to let you know when I have new videos up. I said I was going to start mentioning this because people have been asking me. Yes, I have a P.O. box. My P.O. box address is listed in the description box below every single video. It's also on my IG and my bio, because some people have been sending me little stuff like cards or whatever. I got a couple other things too. If you want to send me something, it's perfectly fine. I ain't asking for nothing. Not asking. But people have been asking me, if it's okay for them to send me stuff, and why do I never mention my P.O. box? So I'm like, okay, I'll just start mentioning that I do have a P.O. box, and the address is in my description box or whatever. So send away, and if I get, enough stuff or whatever, I'll do, like openings, my P.O. box openings. I'm going to do one for stuff that I've gotten so far. I got like 5 or 6 different things already, and stuff. So just wanted to mention it. Anyway, so let's get started. This, I told y'all, I love Greenleaf. Okay, I'm very happy with the show. I'm sad it's going off. It's the season finale, but I do believe it has been approved for season 4. So that is great. We also know that Tyler Perry's show, The Have and the Have Nots, come back on in January. OWN has a new show coming on also next year. So I like OWN, and we'll see what else I have to review for them. We also see the Ayanna show coming back with some reality stars, and it looks pretty interesting. So, you know what I'm saying? I will always be here for the reviews, the gossip, and the information. So don't go nowhere. Just because this is a season finale does not mean you have to go away. Thank you. So we see the episodes. Damn, it was a whole 3 minutes. We see the episode starts off. Basil and Bishop is still in the room, and Basil still has Bishop at gunpoint. Whole gunpoint. I don't know how Basil, or past minister, or past bishop, or past pastor is up in church with a gun pointed to my head. I'm like, that's not godly, bruh, at all. Basil's just not. You know what I'm saying? And as they in that, just standing there, Corinne walks in, and when Corinne opened the door, Basil was like, freeze. And she's like, oh my God. Because again, gun to the face. And he like, Basil, no. Corinne, just back out, leave out, don't call the police, and just go, Corinne, just go. And then Basil, of course, didn't shoot, and then she listens to Bishop and she leaves. And then Bishop like, Lord Jesus, I'm saying, this is kind of crazy. He like, Basil, you just realized that you are not a killer. And it's true, because a true killer would have killed her. Would have killed her, or have been killed Bishop. And he like, you're realizing that you're not a killer or whatever. So, you know what I'm saying? Put the gun down, okay? Put the gun down and go. Go in peace and serve the Lord. I'm like, I don't want him serving Jesus. Like, don't serve Jesus. Don't serve no loaves of bread. You know what I'm saying? Don't serve no ketchup and no bacon and no hamburger sandwiches. No, go home. Don't serve nobody. Just go home or go somewhere and just do nothing. Okay, just don't serve. Okay. So as they have that conversation, you know, Corinne then ran out, Mae, First Lady, Pastor, oh my God, Bates is in, he got a gun, I think he gonna kill the bishop. Mae like, oh my God, oh my God. And Mae go running, oh my God, oh my God. So Mae go in looking at him or whatever. They see him saying, you know what? Fine, you know what I'm saying? You too. So he leaves and Bishop say, you know, go, you know, leave, be peaceful or whatever. And so he leaves, and when he walks away, Bishop like, oh, oh Lord. Now both Basie and Pastor was, Basie with Bishop was sweating like hoes in church, because it was a stressful situation. And so Bishop was, you see, he is physically like, oh my God, you know, he kind of, you know what I'm saying, he's tired or whatever, because it was a whole near-death experience, because he could have died. And, you know what I'm saying, May come in and Charity come in, oh my God, Bishop. He's like, I'm okay, May, I'm okay, you know what I'm saying, don't call the police, we do not need the police here, we need the Lord Jesus Christ, okay, that's all we need, we don't need no police. We need to call, I'm like, look, he gone, let it be, it's gonna be, who cares, okay? Be like, I'm fine, like, don't worry about it. So you then see May like, you know what, Bishop, you need to get back to Percy's and get some rest. You need to rest now, okay, rest. I'm okay, May, I'm okay, okay? He and May then have a conversation. You know, Charity's gone. I'm sorry, May. I'm sorry I did not come to you preach it out. I'm sorry I couldn't make it. But from what I hear, it sounds like the Spirit of the Lord was there. She's like, yes, it was a lot going on or whatever. And you're like, you know what? The church is yours, okay? You can have the church. And she was like, oh, Bishop. He's like, you know, you deserve it. You deserve it. I'm looking like, Bishop didn't have a whole near-death experience, and he giving away churches. All right, we know to give it away. So we then see Carissa and Jacob at the house. They done got a call from Charity who told them what happened, and he like, I don't care what Daddy say. Get the doctor to check on him, make sure he's okay. Okay, now do it now. And so we had that whole thing. He and Carissa are not talking because again, we know last episode Chris said she wanted a divorce. Then Zora walked in, and Jacob not like, you know what, Chris, there's so much going on. Zora's back. The church situation, the IRS situation. Daddy didn't get held at gunpoint, based on loose on the stuff. It's too much going on. Could we just, you know what I'm saying, shoulder or put this conversation of divorce on hold until, you know what I'm saying, things like this. Let's just not think about that now. Let's put off this divorce talk now. And she's like, Jacob, I don't know. I just don't know what to do, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't pack my bags. So, you know what I'm saying? That's the most I can do. I didn't pack my bags, but I don't know. I don't want to say something or agree to something that I don't know when I don't know what I want to do. So we're going to take it day by day now and leave it be. And at that point in time, he gets a phone call. And the phone call is from the accountant dude from Triumph. And she's like, what are you calling you for? He's like, I don't know. Hello? You don't say. She's like, what? What happened? What, Jacob? Jacob, what's going on? I'm like, girl, calm down now. He was like, they done stole the church. I'm like, who done stole the church? He stole the church? Who is he? What the hell happened or whatever? So at the same time, meantime, in between time, we see Grace meet with Connie and that new bishop dude. I can't think what is the dude name? I don't know what his name is, but it's the new dude. Or whatever. And, you know, she like, you know, we meet with him, and they from the little church called Harmony and Hope. It was a Harmony, Hope and Harmony, something. A whole little conglomerate church, if you ask me. Anyway, and they like, you know, we want Bishop and May out, okay? That's what the deacon board is discussing. We're going to bring him, we're going to partner with his church, okay? They're going to be partners with us. But we need you, Grace. We need you to be the minister, to be the bishop, to be the pastor of the church of Calvary. And she was like, what? You just saw what my mom did. She's like, your mama is connected to your daddy, and we can't have it right now. There's too much going on or whatever. You know, sexual abuse, divorce, gunfire, IRS issues, and all this mess. It's so much murder. Because remember also the stuff that went on with Matt. It's a whole bunch of stuff, and it's just too much going on or whatever. We just want you to take over. Like, if you can, you know, if you can agree to do it for a year, you know, just for a year while, you know, we're doing all this to get things together. And it's like, you know what? I have to think, can I think about it? Like, okay, that's fine. You know, this is fine. But I'm like, why is the deacon board all knowing and all, I mean, why do they have all the power? I guess you put a deacon board together so that the bishop or whoever can't like rule with an iron fist. But what happens when the deacon board is, you know what I'm saying, making up rules and regulations and doing things to get people out because they don't like them? I don't know about that now. Yeah, I would need the deacon board for the deacon board. Okay, that's what I would want. Anyway, we then see Mae and Grace having a conversation. They was walking and talking or whatever. And, you know, Mae is saying how she gonna go talk to the deacons today, how she gonna talk to them about her coming on as pastor or whatever. And then Grace like, oh, yeah, about that. So this is what the deacons are thinking. It's like, they want to do this and do that. And May was like, oh, and who are they gonna have run church? Well, they asked me to do it, Mama, but I told them I don't know. And you couldn't say no? You couldn't say no, Grace? Oh, of course you could not say no. You know what? I'm like, dang on, May, calm down, May. Calm down, May. So all you want is for me to feel sorry for you to be the victim. I'm so tired of you always betray me, Grace. I'm like, how did she betray? May, what the hell you talking about, girl? I was like, Grace was like, no. You have beat me down for decades based on a mistake and a mistake that you made that you are ashamed of that I had nothing to do with. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you talking to, no. It was just, they was going back and forth. And then she's like, so you can't talk to me about betrayal. You know what? I don't want to talk to you about anything, Grace, about nothing. I'm sick of it. I say, May is really all up. I'm like, she really all up in the feelings like, girl, what's going on? And then May walks away. Where it was like, Grace said, me and Aaron took a DNA test. And May stopped in her track. And she was like, Lionel is my father. I bet you want to tell the bishop, don't you? She's like, well, I don't want to lie about it. You know what I'm saying? She's like, of course you don't. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to keep it a secret. I don't want that to be a secret for who I am. And May like, of course you don't, because who would that help besides everybody? You were just so ready to just tell it all, just to tell it all or whatever. She's like, don't you have any concern about how this affects me, mother? You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry I found out, but you can't ask me to keep who I am a secret, okay? You can't ask me to do that at all. I can't do it. You know what? Fine. I'll tell the bishop, okay? Don't you worry about it. You know what I'm saying? And Grace, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I was ashamed that I never meant to bring so much pain to so many. And then she just kind of walked off. I'm like, well, at least May did that. At least May said, I'm sorry. What? Why, girl? So this is a new sweater. I'm like, I got the tags on it. Wait. Okay. You leave the tag on you. I'm like, why I kept looking at something beside it? Okay. So, I'm like, girl, it's a whole little thing. So, May walks away and, she's going to tell Bishop, cool. We then see Bishop gets a visit from Jacob. And he is like, hey, son, it's great to see you. Hey, how you doing? And they hug and embrace. And it's a far cry from how Bishop used to feel about Jacob when Jacob was first preaching. He didn't believe in Jacob as a preacher. He really did not. And then, he like, yeah, Pop, the deacon board of my church voted me out. Okay, they had a whole vote. He like, how would they do that? He said, oh, the new accountant who hadn't been there but 2-3 days before the whole thing, he shouldn't have had no goddamn gonna say so. Anyway, he told them that Chris and I was not fit to stay on because of all the stuff or whatever. And so they agree with him, and so we out. And so he like, well, you know what, Jacob, I'm proud of you and what you've been doing and how you've been preaching or whatever. He like, you watch me? He's like, of course. Of course I do. What do you think I look at when I'm up late at night? I'm saying, I listen to you. And sometimes I take some of your stuff. I say, well, it's a far cry from how Bishop used to act and how it is now. So Bishop, it's like, what you want to do? He's like, well, I was going to talk to Mom about maybe working with her here. He's like, let's go meet with your mama. He's like, oh, where is she at? He's like, oh, she's down with the deacon board. I'm pretty sure she's trying to, fix some things that's going on. So they go downstairs and May is in there with Connie and 2 or 3 other people on the deacon board. And then May gave a whole great speech about why she should be passing on all this stuff or whatever. And then Connie was like, well, May, that's all fine and good, but the deacon board and I, we have discussed, we have been meeting. I know what you've been doing, Connie. I know you have been conspiring behind our backs, okay? You have been trying to push us out. I know already. But kind of like, well, we want, you and Bishop both will retire, okay, with full benefits. But however, we will have someone else step in. Oh, I already know, you know what I'm saying? You have been conspiring against us like Judas in a bad pantsuit. I said, Judas in a bad pantsuit? Come on now, May. Read it for filth, okay? Read it for filth. I'm not because our pantsuits sometimes be done. If the church members knew what you was up to behind our backs, they would toss you off the roof like a little piece of, like a rag doll. They probably would, because people, And then she was like, give it to Mae. And she was like, Mae, put up some papers down. It was a petition. 2,000 members of the church had signed up. What they say, 2,000. We don't know. The signatures ain't been verified. But they have voted to have you and Bishop both retire, okay? And they want us to join with the hope and faith in the ministry, the other people, hope, health, and happiness, or whatever, Jesus juice, pimp juice, and all the kind of juices in the world, them whole people, okay? They want us to partner with them. And then you put us through all this crap for 40 years. We have been putting up with all y'all issues, and it's time. It's enough, okay? It's enough. And Mae was just like, and she just walks away. And then Bishop was like, you know what? I know it's time for me to step down. But Mae didn't deserve that. You know what? This church deserves something better. This church deserves a change. She said, now that I agree with, okay? But Harmony and Hope, they skim all the money from all them churches and all the families of the churches. And I'm pretty sure Connie is waiting on a check that she don't get from them soon. You know what I'm saying? I'll see y'all in church on Sunday. And then he leaves. And I'm like, that's why Connie's so gung-ho to have him come in here, because she gets the parts of their money, okay? She wants to ching, ching, ching. Okay, that's what she wants. I told y'all, she looks sneaky and conniving, real sneaky and conniving. So we then again see Jacob and Chris having a conversation about the new church and Grace taking over, and she like, so what you gonna do? He like, well, I don't know. Well, you didn't talk to Grace? And he's like, well, no, not yet. We ain't talking about it. You need to be next to Grace, because you know she gonna say something crazy and something gonna happen, and they gonna need someone, Jacob, and that someone needs to be you. Get next. You know what? Matter of fact, we're not getting divorced, okay? Because I need to be with you, because you're not gonna do this right, and you need to, take this opportunity. And I'm like, girl, what? This ain't a job offer. It's your marriage. And she just talking like, yeah, you need to do this and this and this, and you can't do it without me, and you won't really go after like I do. And I'm like, this remind me of the original Carissa in season 1, when she was like Jacob's tour manager. Okay, like, do this, do that, do this, do that. And I guess he liked that. I don't know, but I don't want somebody who want to be with me. And even though I know it was her wanting the best for him, but she then said, like, at the end of the day, if we together or not, I am still the mother of your children, so I'm invested in your endeavors. And she said, matter of fact, we're not divorced. And I'm like, you know what, Chris? So I gotta sneeze. Ooh. It was so little bitty. Anyway, I know, bless me, thank y'all. Anyway, but yeah, she's like, I almost stay around because I need to help you do this. And as she's talking, Jacob was looking at her like, she's like, what? He's like, this is you. It's you. Jacob. Just like, and he happy, she happy, they giggling a little bit or whatever. He's like, where the kids at? Oh, they're gone with so-and-so. They'll be back in about an hour or so. Oh, okay. That's just enough time. I'm like, is they finna have Mr. Nasty time? I'm like, and he starts moving stuff out the way. Now, first of all, they was on the dining room table. I am not a fan of people having sex on the dining room table if it's where they eat. Unless you live by yourself, but you have children. I know a mommy and daddy juice. That's just nasty, okay? And so he picked her up and put her on the table, and they kissing and stuff or whatever. And I'm like, is he finna pull a baby boy? Is Jacob finna pull a baby boy? And Jacob pulled a whole baby boy, Jody and Yvette. Because, you know what I'm saying? When in doubt, always eat your girl out. And he sure enough, he went down on her on the table. It was all kind of things, honey. But I'm like, guys, stop messing up and thinking, I'll just eat her out and then she'll feel good. I'm like, look, we probably will feel better, but at the same time, don't be a jerk to do whatever it is that pisses us off that you have to do that. Don't do that. Anyway, we then see Bishop at the church or whatever, and he's like, okay, he about to leave, and he's telling Corinne how he feels a little off or whatever. He's gonna go get some rest. And Mae's like, are you going to purchase, James? He's like, yeah, I am. How about you? Yeah, I was gonna go home. Can you come? You want to come over for dinner, and I'll cook for you? He was like, yes, I love that. Okay. And then at the dinner, they sit there talking or whatever. James, I have to tell you something, okay? I just, I want you to know. And then he was like, what is the whatever? And she's, Grace is Lionel's daughter. And I said, she just said it like it was nothing. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Lord. And he then says, Well, now we're even. I was like, now we even? Oh, Lord, what is going on? And I'm like, she was like, what? And May crying or whatever. That's all you gotta say? That was my scariest secret, James. And I just can't believe that's all you gonna say. And he was like, you know what I'm saying? What else do you want me to say? You know what I'm saying? It happened, you know what I'm saying? You can't lose me over, you already put me out. So you can't lose me. So what else is there for me to say? We already, divorced. Like, what else could it be? And she was like, you're right. And they both was laughing or whatnot. And he like, you know what? What do you want me to say to you, May? And then she hugs him. And she hugs him. And then she say, please come home. I say, yes, finally. Come home, James. Come home, Bishop. Come home, baby. Come home, sugar sweetie pie. I was so happy when she said, James, come home. And he said, okay, but on one condition. I said, oh, God damn it. Now what's the condition? What's the damn condition, James? What is it, Bishop? Okay. You and our daughter are more alike than you like to admit, okay? And you know what I'm saying? You need to sit with her and heal it. You need to fix it, whatever it is going on between y'all, because there's no point in me coming home if we can't all live here as a family, okay? So can you do that for me? Can you do that? Yes, James, I'll do it. I say, you know what? Look at what love do. But I told y'all before, Bishop and May just needed to separate and to breathe, okay? And let it, give it a moment to reset itself. And I think, her knowing James gave her to church, her knowing James was the bad for her also thinking, oh my God, James could have died and got shot by Basil, crazy stuff. It made them both realize they want to be together, but it was so much muck in between them. May had this disdain for Grace based on her indiscretion. She was mad at Bishop for his, and I think she was more mad at herself for, even though Bishop messed with her sister, there was no proof living in her face, and Grace is her proof of all the muck. So she kept hating Grace when she really just hated herself. And it wasn't until Bishop was like, it's okay. It wasn't until Grace was like, you can't make me deny who I am. You know what I'm saying? That May finally, you know what I'm saying, it was off her shoulders, okay? It was, the weight was lifted off her, because it's no longer a secret. Okay, I did something, you know what I'm saying? Not everybody don't know just yet. Everybody don't know. But you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. We see Basil calling Tasha. And Tasha like packing up some van. I'm like, did she work for like a florist? What's going on? And he trying to call her to tell her to come meet him and Rochelle somewhere. And she's like, no, Basil. No, I'm not doing it. I told the FBI what's going on. And I got a whole good deal with them. And I'm not going to mess it up, Basil. I'm good. I got a deal. And it's no jail time. I'm not messing that up. What you do for money? I told you I'm good. Don't worry about me. Leave me alone. You know what? I know that it's easier to, let it be time in between, whatever, and me not to beg and plead. You know what I'm saying? I won't say goodbye. I say I'll see you later. Okay? He all laughing. She's like, no, Basie, it's goodbye. And you need to get Bishop back that money you stole. He's like, She's like, basically, the money not yours. He said, well, you know what? If it's supposed to be back, the Lord will make a way for it, for it to get back to where it's supposed to be. And then she hangs up saying, bye, Basie. And then she hangs up. He like, women. And he paying for stuff. I'm like, well, how much is it? Oh, it's 4017. Oh, 4017. Them my number. Always give me luck. And as he talking, this is big black guy like just walking through the store or whatever. I'm like, that big black man ain't gonna be there for nothing. Okay, he just ain't gonna be there for nothing. And then so basically has the $40 and the big black dude pulls out 17 cents. He like, oh, you just don't have to have 17 cents. He was like, mm-hmm. And at first he's like, oh, he laughed. He stopped, he looked and looked at him, and he was like, all right, well, y'all have a good day. And I'm gonna leave. And he goes to the car when he leaves the little gas station or whatever. He see the guy, you know what I'm saying, also leaving too. He get in the car with Rochelle. He's like, pull off. Drive, woman. She's like, did you get my stuff? I said drive, woman. Because she don't know he didn't see someone in the store that he know ain't, you know what I'm saying, was probably looking for him. And so he and Rochelle pull off. And the dude getting like in a big black truck, and they follow right behind them. So I'm like, it ain't over. It ain't over. Okay, it ain't over at all. Now we see Aaron go to see Grace. And you know what I'm saying, that she's listening to a little news story that DA who was all on her butt has got like lost his job because of the Me Too movement. He has been accused, or things have came out with him touching on women, and so he is out. Okay, so she's happy. That means something may be positive within Cora's case. And no, Aaron is like, hey, can we talk? And she's like, okay. So turns out Lionel left Grace $3 million. Okay, $3 whole million. And she's like, me? Are you sure? And he's like, yeah, after the lawyer said, like, who was Grace Greenleaf? And, because he left you this money. What did you get? What did he leave you? Oh, nothing. And she's like, what? What, do you want mine? Like, do you want that? He's like, no, not at all. You know what I'm saying? My father did not give me his love or respect, so I don't want his money. She's like, speak like a true Christian. I said, sure enough. So she's like, you know what, I want to, take the time to get to know you, to get to know you as a brother. He's like, oh, I'm sure I'll earn that right. She's like, no, you're family, okay? You're my brother. I'm like, that's her brother. Her brother married her ex-brother-in-law, so Kevin is still her brother-in-law, just with a different sibling. The righteousness of it. Oh, it's amazing. Anyway, we then see her having to go meet with the Harmony people, the Harmony Hope people. And it was some white man. I mean, it's a white, and I'm not to be racial, but he was a white man. I don't know what it is. But this is a white guy who I believe is like the head of the Hope and Harmony people. And he looked like a whole charlatan. Like, he's a whole charlatan to me. I'm like, I don't trust him. I don't trust him not damn bit, okay, at all. Even though he played Bo's father on Blackish, I don't trust him, okay, at all. So, he like, I know you signed up for a year to work with us or whatever, to be, the bishop or whatnot, but we need you, okay? And we need your voice. Your voice is going to bring everyone together, and that's all we need. I'm like, they doing that because they need the congregation to trust them by means trusting Grace. And I'm like, y'all ain't think y'all want to use her, y'all want to get what y'all got from them through Grace. I don't trust them at all. So from there, we see Bishop and Grace having a conversation, and he like, don't trust them people. I don't trust them people, and I just don't know what to do, or whatever. I just don't trust them Hope and Harmony people, or whatever. He like, you know what? Once Connie and them are out, you can be free. So you have to just wait for that to happen. So he tells her how. Because she's like, don't you mean us? And he's like, no, I'm out, Grace. You know what I'm saying? I'm out, Gigi. So he called her Gigi. I'm out, Gigi. So much has happened, and I don't think I realized how much it cost me until recently. You know what I'm saying? I just feel different. And so I just, I'm not dealing with it. Daddy, I came with a lot of money, and I want to help pay off your tax. I want to pay off that tax debt. And he was like, where did it come from? This dad just promised me you'll take it. Just promise me. And she wouldn't say what because she didn't want to say, lie to my father, he died, and I got it from him. But I want to use it to, work with you. And so he like, you know what? In this family, we live by the spirit, not by the flesh. And in the spirit, you are my daughter, and always will be. And then they hug. I said, oh, it made me cry so hard. Oh, it made me cry. I ain't gonna cry tonight. Because I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Because, as y'all know, my father passed away. He wasn't my birth father. He was my stepfather. But he'd been around since I was in the first grade. So he could not have been more of my father. So I'm like, oh, just amazing. Anyway, so we then see Bishop doing his last sermon. Okay, last service in Sunday church or whatever. So we see that whole thing. And, he's announced how Grace is going to be the new pastor, how he's stepping down to retire, and how the church will go on, to work with them charlatans, the Hope, Health, and them people. Them people. Anyway, he then does a sermon about Moses and, watching his people cross the river, and, how he at first thought that Moses would be, jealous of that or upset or angry about it. Watching from the mountains, but in truer fashion, he was grateful, and he was grateful for the to be on the journey of watching people that he knew, cross or whatever. just as he was grateful for his journey at Calvary. And everyone's clapping, oh, yeah, but yeah. And he looking like, and I'm like, Bishop don't look too well. Y'all don't see that? Y'all don't see that? And he was just, looking around and looking around. And the Bishop passed out. I'm like, Bishop, no. No, Bishop. And he passed out, in church, up there on the pew, at the altar. And he just kind of falls or whatever. And, oh my God, Daddy, James. So you see everybody, Jacob is there, Charity. Oh, call the 911. Call the 911. Okay, not the 911, call 911. And he's like, yeah, God, I think it's my heart. I think it's my heart. You know what I'm saying? The Lord gave me a vision of my end. And I told y'all, you know what I'm saying? And this is it. This is the vision God gave me of my end. Okay. Which is why he knew that, he wasn't going to jail. Why he knew basically wasn't going to kill him, because he had this vision of this, and this had not happened yet, and that was going to be his end. This is what he saw as his end. And then, he telling Grace he loves her, telling Mae he loves it. I love you. I'm like, he's thinking, I'm crying. Oh my God, Lord Jesus, Bishop is dead. How y'all gonna kill the patriarch of the family? I'm like, no, don't do it. I'm crying. Oh my God, I can't believe it. And in the face of Black. And I'm like, they killed Bishop. He died in the church. His swan song, and he dying, no, Jesus, no. And then it's a cut to Zora and Sophia walking in black dresses, walking to the little lake or whatever. Zora saying how she's going to go to counseling to figure out why she made the decision she's made to be with that boy. She wants to get better. She wants to go to school, and all these things. And her and Sophia promised to never not be on speaking terms again or whatever. And I'm like, how they happy their granddaddy dead? What's going on here? Or is it a time jump? What's going on? I don't know what's going on. We get to the house. We see, Mae and Grace and Jacob talking, and they're telling Grace how Jacob and them is gonna move back in the house. I'm like, why everybody in black? Oh Lord, it was the funeral, Lord Jesus, the whole funeral. Oh God. And I'm like, this is too much, okay? We then see, Mae telling Grace, Bishop wanted James, your daddy, he wanted me to talk to you, and just to fix things or whatever. He wanted me to fix stuff, and I need to do that. Oh, Ma, it's okay. She's like, no, Grace, I want to let you know, what I'm saying, from here on out, okay, because it isn't the right place and time to talk about that. We can talk about it later, but I want you to know from here on out, I'm here to help. Oh, thanks, Mom. And they hug. I'm looking like, Bishop didn't die. They done made up. Oh, Lord Jesus, okay? And then we see Carissa there. They're at the little dining room table. We see Aaron is there. Kevin is there. Charity, the baby. It's everybody there but Bishop. They all in black. Oh, Lord Jesus. You see Carissa all moving stuff around and be like, Carissa, Marisol don't need no help. Let her be like, don't go moving. Just sit down. We don't need your help. Sit down somewhere, okay? I'm like, Lord Jesus, and they panning the whole table, and the Bishop ain't there. And then you hear his voice. Oh, if I had known all this time that I had to be in the hospital for 2 weeks to bring you all together, I would have been a long time ago. I'm like, oh Lord, Bishop is alive. He is alive and well. Alive and well. He had a heart attack, was in the hospital for 2 weeks. He's now out or whatever. But he's in all black too, whatever. I'm like, oh my God. Because I was crying. My water just fell. Anyway, was that water? Oh no, my keyboard box. I'm just confused. Anyway, I should have moved off the damn thing. But he's fine. Okay, he's fine or whatever. But he's happy that this situation brought them all together. Okay, he then says how the vision that God gave him, it was of him laying there, and he thought it was him dying and not coming in, being dead. Okay, but he wasn't dead. He was just a little dead, not dead. Okay, he brings up, but for me, it was my last day. Because, I lived through it. And now I'm in a new day. And this is my promised land. Okay. All of us are together. Happy and able to. I'm like, oh, it's amazing. It's a whole family dinner. Bishop ain't dead. Charity looks happy. Aaron and Kevin is there with the baby. Jacob and Chris. And it's amazing. Oh my God. Bishop and Mae looks happy. Okay. And then, let's say Grace. Grace, can you say the prayer? Says Mae. I'm like, and Mae wants Grace to pray. And she says the whole graceful pray, a pray for Grace, all that. I'm saying it wrong. But then the last thing that Grace says is, and we're going to ask for strength to take back what's ours. Because again, Triumph is gone. They also don't have, control of Calvary. So I love how it ended. I'm happy it was not ended on a sad note. The first season it was, Mac was out of jail. Then after that, it was it that Mac died? It was murdered? Was it? It was like a sad ending before, and I'm happy that this one wasn't sad. It kind of puts up, okay, we are united front. We're going to fight for our church. And I'm, even though there's a lot of things that can happen, because where's Derek? Why is it, no, Darius. Where's Darius? We see Rochelle, Tasha, Basil still out there somewhere. It's a lot going on. The whole thing with Connie and how Connie wants the money. So I cannot wait until next season. Okay, so thank y'all for watching again. Happy Thanksgiving. Peace.
He's like love, 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 and you.